Hello friends and knife nerds. Here are 5 knives that I think will make a great addition to absolutely anybody's collection. I really dig carrying these knives and I think you'll like them as well. So number 1, let's start off with this, the Kizer Hawk. First of all, beautiful work on these titanium scales. The action is the story on this one. Beautiful. I mean, that noise is hypnotizing to me. It's a liner lock. Looks like it would be a frame lock, but it is a liner lock, and that thing is comfortable. And look at that beautiful hawk bill blade, whatever you want to call that thing. Cliffish, it's not, but it is a wild blade that is very nice and useful for EDC, whether you use the flipper tab or the blade hole. The action is just on point on this thing. I mean, look at that, just fall shut at its finest. So you get 3.41 inches of M390 steel. This has a DLC, polished DLC finish on it with an HRC at 60 to 62, 7.98 inches top to bottom, and 4.51 ounces. Next, we are going to talk about one of my favorite new knives, one of the best values out there right now of the year. This is maybe the best budget knife available right now, the Maximal from CJRB and David C. Anderson. He designed a beauty, and I think this may go down as the best budget knife of the year. Really great work here from David. Contoured scales. I really like contoured G10. I like contoured anything, but contoured G10 is just a really nice extra touch. The action with the crossbar lock is beautiful. The blade shape is awesome. Got a slight little recurve there. Just these nice little touches, but the rest is very simple. He's using AR RPM 9 steel, and the HRC that you get out of that is actually pretty nice, 59 to 61. And the sand blasted finish on this thing is just awesome. I dig holding this knife. I dig using this knife. It is a great carver, and it's really nicely sized as well. 2.95 inches of that AR RPM 9, 6.85 inches top to bottom, and just 3 ounces. Super friendly EDC knife to carry. The price is right on this thing at just $50. So, I mean, great work. And if you want a lot of value in a small knife, start here. Next, we're going to move on to the Spiro Ti. So the Spiro is a knife I have plenty of, but the Ti is now my favorite. It has a lot to do with the action and the look. So the action is just beautiful. A liner lock, beautiful, snappy as heck action, but I love what they did with the scales here. It just looks used but new, and it's got a beautiful gentleman's look. This knife I love to carry just about anywhere. I'll bring it to work, something nicer than that if I have to, dinner, wherever. This thing is a beautiful knife to carry and to show off. This is just simple, and it is pricier, but you're dealing with S90V steel. I picked the drop point, and the contouring of the titanium is on point. The jimping back here, just little small touches, this simple paper clip, pocket clip. Overall, this is my favorite version of the Spiro. So I would get rid of the others if I had to choose one, I would choose this one. We have 3.2 inches of that S90V, 7.4 inches top to bottom, and 3.94 ounces of really nice EDC from Asher Knives. So next, let's go over to Reate. This thing is really cool, and I know I have recommended this highly to in a couple of videos, and I just want to stay recommending this knife. Beautiful, very slicey, choppy knife. This makes a great kitchen knife anywhere, but also just a super comfortable EDC. The way they designed this drop here just really helps make it super comfortable and allows you to really get some pressure on whatever it is you want to cut. That full flat grind in most of this knife is very useful. I mean, you're not going to run into anything that you're not going to be able to slice away here. This thing is super handy, and the pivot lock on this is definitely better than the earlier PL series. Reate has nailed it, and this thing is just a really nice knife to carry, very comfortable, and it's actually a very strong locking system. You can see it right here. That little space there, this knife clips in, and there is zero blade play there, zero. This thing is comfortable, and it's got a secondary lock for those of you that are worried about it deploying in pocket. So what you're dealing with here is 3.4 inches stonewashed Nitro V. And then you have 8 inches top to bottom, 4.7 ounces in weight with a deep carry clip that is reversible. A really nice release and a very nice price for a Reate. Finally, this is the most expensive one, but it is also maybe the funnest one in the group. This is the Artisan Cutlery Wizard Sorcerer. It is such a beautiful design. I know I complained about the pocket clip, and I do still hold that complaint. It does not go over the hem well in just about any of my pants, but the design is beautiful. The titanium with this nice inlay Arctic Storm carbon fiber to the sand polish finish on this blade. Super fidgety. I like front flippers. I know some of you guys out there don't, but I do. But it's also got thumb studs on it. It is just a cool looking knife, and it feels super, super comfortable. He just did a great job. And Dustin, I look forward to what you do next. I will be watching and waiting and trying to jump on whatever it is. But what we're dealing with here is 3.47 inches of Nitro V. Did I say Nitro V? Excuse me. S90V. I love that sand polish finish. The blade design is beautiful. And then we have 7.64 inches top to bottom. Ceramic bearings keeping that action on point. And 3 ounces, nice and lightweight, of awesome EDC from Artisan Cutlery and Dustin. So that is the list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like them? Don't you like them? And we'll talk about it.